Is Apex Legends the future of BR? Apex Legends was announced, revealed, and released this past Monday, a testament to what Respawn is able to do. They've been developing this game for the past 2 years, and they've kept it a secret under wraps, and that's really truly a huge testament to what they are capable of doing. And this game is making waves in the community, whether it be Twitch with 350,000 current viewers watching players play it out, but also 1 million players within the first 8 hours, and for the first 24 hours, we had 2.5 million players. 2.5 million unique players. Let that sink in. And to compare that to one of the biggest games, at least right now, currently, Fortnite, in the first day, the first 24 hours that Fortnite was released. Now, granted, it was released in the infancy of Battle Royales, but they still had over 1 million players play within the first 24 hours. Apex had 2.5 million in the first 24 hours. If that's not a testament to how good this game is, then I don't know what is. But what makes this game so special? Why is it just held in such high regard? Why are people watching this game and playing this game so much? Well, they brought something special to BR. And one of the first things, and one of the most obvious things, it's visually pleasing. The game runs smoothly. To be able to slide through the map, your bullets land where you want them to land. Everything about it just speaks of quality. It is so incredibly polished. In fact, when people tweet out, why should I play this game? Why should I download Apex Legends? One of the first things they put is because it's so smooth. This is something that we've been lacking in BRs. Go back to PUBG and how shaky it was. You go to land, and how many times have you been stuck in the air with your parachute? Too many times. Well, this isn't the case here with Apex Legends. In fact, you land exactly where you want to land. The gliding system to go down is incredible. Another thing is they added another layer to BR. Too many BRs have been just about elimination, just about getting the victory royale. And you could do that by yourself. It doesn't matter if you're on a team or not. You can land on opposite ends of the map and just go in and get your eliminations. It's not a team-based game, but they're forcing that with the legends. 8 different legends with at least 3 different abilities for each one. And that's a testament to something they kind of thought about. And it's something that's going to turn BRs on its head. The reason being is it forces players to play together. It allows for players to collectively, as a unit, to use their legends to be able to make strategies that maybe people wouldn't have thought about. Yeah, you can go in and be an individual, but you're not going to be a well-collective unit, a well-collective team who's using the team's abilities to their best. And that's just bottom line. It works well as a team-based game. This game is phenomenal. Another thing, too, how many times have you died, but you wanted to be picked up? Well, now it's possible in Apex. Your players or your down players can now be revived, and this is something that has never been done in BR. In fact, I didn't even know that I wanted this system up until now I have it, and I don't want to go back. Other BR games need to implement this themselves. It gives you another chance, but it's not a free respawn. Your team has to go big. Let's say you're in a 3v3, right? Let's say you down 2 players, and then there's dog tags and the supplies. You know that if you gather those dog tags, you can go and revive your players, but you know the enemy team is going to be hunting you out. They're going to be looking at your supplies that dropped on the ground. You got to be sneaky. You got to go in and get it. But do you leave him and then run the risk of your teammate or his teammates being revived? Or do you push forward, you eliminate him and camp out the supplies? Well, that's something you have to think about now, and that's something we haven't thought about before. It definitely is something revolutionary, and it's something that you have to think about. Another thing, too, is the clear comm system they added. For too long, that we've had just the very basic ping system. You ping on the map. I want to go tilted. I want to go skull in PUBG. But now we have, you can ping an enemy. You can ping weapons on the ground. You can ping shields. It is phenomenal, and it is something that is great because let's say you queue into a random lobby and you're wanting to play squads, 3v3. And then all of a sudden, one of your teammates doesn't have a mic. Well, before in other BR games, you wouldn't be able to communicate with them, especially if he didn't have a headset on himself. But now you can because he can look at your pings on the map. He can communicate with you as well if he uses the ping system effectively. This is something that hasn't been done before, but now that it's here, it's really going to challenge other BR games to develop something better. And if they don't, well, this is going to be superior. The clear comm system works, and it is effective. And Apex and Respawn, for the fact that they were able to think about this, is revolutionary. And it's definitely going to challenge BR games in the future. But for too long, BRs have followed the same formula. getting eliminations, going through the map, getting the victory royale. Well, this game is literally rewriting that script. Not only do they also reduced the players in the lobbies. No longer do we have 100, we now have 60 players. This allows you to drop into a less crowded area, get kitted up, and then push through the map as intended. You can now finally play the game as you're supposed to. No longer will you be landing, not finding a weapon, and then all of a sudden you're dead, and then you have to just respawn. Now you have the ability, if you do want to go off in a distance, you have less of a chance to run into a team. And then you can come through and start playing it a little bit better. But maybe you do like the hot zones. Well, then you can land in a hot zone or a supply ship. Hot zone, that little blue circle on the map, or a supply ship, literally a ship that's going across the map, something that's never been done before. You can either land in both of those. Yeah, you'll find some enemies, but you'll find better loot. And maybe you want to find the enemies, but it's high risk, high reward. You'll get kitted up, sure. You might get a few eliminations, or you might not find anything at all, and you might die. That's just the risk that you run. But the ability is, it's there. It's adding something to the map. It's random every time, but it's great, and I encourage it 100%. And you know, another thing that I have to talk about, maybe you guys didn't know this, but each gun has a predictive recoil, and you can thank Shroud for this. He ended up playing 40 hours before the game was released, giving feedback to Respawn. And they were receptive. Hallelujah. They are listening to what these players want. And finally, we are going to have, hopefully, a game to where if we say something we want to have implemented, they are going to listen and implement it. They are going to be receptive, at least I hope. It's only been out for 3 days. So if we take off the rose-colored glasses, maybe we'll start seeing it for what it is. But with that being said, Shroud, he's like, you know, we need a predictive recoil. And Respawn was like, you know, that's a great idea. Let's do it. And they added it. That is a testament to what this game could potentially be. And another thing, too, the last thing that I want to bring up that they're doing is they're making crossplay a priority. We know this because Drew McCoy, in an interview with Eurogamer, mind you, Drew McCoy, a lead producer at Respawn, stated they have plans to allow players to play with friends on other platforms, so PS4, Xbox, and PC. This is great, but one of the downsides that I think might hurt the game is he also said later in that interview that the progress as well as the skins will not transfer over to each system. So if you play on PC, you maybe are level 100, you have all the skins, and you go to PS4, it's not going to transfer over. And this might hurt the game. And mind you, this is never going to be implemented because of the game's design. They're just too far gone. And he said that that'll never happen. How will that hurt the game? I don't know. But if you look at other games such as PUBG, Fortnite, the items do in fact transfer over. So I'm a little bit worried how that is going to affect it. But hey, it's to be seen. But with what I do know though, this game has only been out for 3 days. 350,000 viewers on Twitch. We have over 2.5 million, at least, unique players. 600,000 concurrent players are playing a day, and it is rapidly increasing. This game has potential, and I think it's going to go far. But I want to know what you think as well. Make sure to comment down below and let me know. Do you think Apex is going to be the BR of the future? I don't know, but I would love to hear your opinions. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment here at UMG Events.